Hello and welcome to a new video tutorial on the Teleprompter app. I'm very excited about doing this tutorial because the app has been completely redesigned and upgraded. So during this tutorial, which I expect should take about 15 minutes, I will be interacting with the app and be producing a video while at the same time be showing you its features. And as you know, a teleprompter is a dedicated device that allows you, the user, to be reading a script that is visible to you only, and this is being done while you're being recorded, and your viewers are not, the script is not visible to your viewers. So when they watch the recording, they will assume that you are coming up with that script spontaneously and out of memory. So it's great for people who may not have a lot of presentation experience, but they want to expand their outreach in YouTube. Okay, so let me begin the tutorial. So the first thing you may want to do upon installing the app is click on the settings button and ensure that the right selections have been set. And specifically, if you have more than one cameras, be sure that you have the highest quality camera. So in my case, there is a laptop camera and also a high definition camera that plugs into the laptop. So this is of better quality, and simply select that. And also do the same thing with the microphone. And once again, I'm going to select the microphone which is a USB microphone as opposed to the built-in one to the laptop. This is suitable for podcasts and speech recognition software. So, and once a selection has been made, then this is going to be reflected on these menus here. The primary resolution menu will display the various resolutions that this camera is capable of, and of course, you want to select the highest one, the one with the largest frames, and these are the dimensions of the frames. And this simply depends on what you select here. You don't have to really deal with these. You don't have to touch them once you make a selection here, but I'm just explaining what these represent. And this one, the value of this one is that it shows the number of frames per second. So you obviously want a higher frame rate so that your video is going to appear more lifelike. And once you've selected these, then simply click Save Folder and select a folder or navigate to a folder where you want your videos to be saved. And here enter a number, a digit that you want the Teleprompter app to count down from after you click recording. And this is just to give you some time to take a few deep breaths. For this video, I'm going to select horizontal mirroring. I'm going to enable that to on. Okay, so let's see what this does. I'm going to hide the script box. So when it's off, the preview is not the way that as a mirror would display it, but if I set horizontal mirroring to on, then when I raise my left arm, that is going to show in the preview and also during the recording, and you will see shortly why this is useful. Okay, so with these settings in place, I'm just going to go to the next step, which is to import some content into the app, and there's a couple of ways to do that. One is by pasting a URL link pointing to an article, maybe from your blog or maybe from an article directory right here, and clicking extract. But for this tutorial, I'm going to select Open File and navigate to a folder where I have saved some files. And this app supports several file types, including doc and RTF and HTML and XAML and text and PDF. I'm going to select the saved RTF file and wait for the app to process it. Then it's going to display that on an editor where it's convenient to make a few last-minute changes to the content and make it appear as you want to read it, because it is going to become your script. So once you're done, simply click on this highlighted button here to make the editor go away, and click on Show Panel. And as you can see, the content has now been transferred onto the script box. Let me actually enlarge the app and so that it covers the whole screen area. Okay, so now the script box itself, besides being movable to any location within the window of the app, you can do various things to it as well. You can enlarge the dimensions, or well, adjust the dimensions to any length or width that you prefer, or height. Okay, and by means of these two sliders here, and through this slider you can control the opacity, and this may be a desirable thing to, this is a useful setting, because if you decrease the opacity, then the glare is also going to, the chances that people are going to see, the font reflected from the pupils of your eyes is going to be lessened. So, but nothing stops you from, having it fully opaque if you prefer. So if you want to initiate scrolling, simply click on this button here and then adjust the speed of scrolling from this vertical slider, which ranges from practically no speed to too fast to read. So just find an appropriate setting and just leave it at that. Click on this button here to define some settings for your font and the background. So when this switch is set to background and you select a color, then it is going to change the color of the background, and once it's switched back to letters and you define a color through here, then it's going to change the font color. And you can also change the font weight, make it light or something heavier. Change the font family and change the font size. So let's stick with these and then go to the next step. So, well, the next step is basically recording, and this is a good time to click on recording. But before that, I'm going to click on the on this video object button and invite into my app a video. Now this video is going to become the first segment of the video. Let's suppose this is an introductory video. So okay, and now I'm going to click record. So this is going to trigger the countdown starting from the number entered earlier through settings. And once it reaches 0, it's still going to lag for a couple of seconds before scrolling begins. So you can begin reading right now. And okay, you can see the timer here to indicate activity. And you can click pause at any time, and you can also make this go away at any time if you want. Now, an interesting feature is the app, once you click pause, that leaves an Afterimage behind, and it's where you were when you clicked pause. So that is so that you can realign yourself to that Afterimage when you click resume, and give your viewers the impression of continuity. So it's a simple but useful feature, and there's many other things you can do during pausing. Okay, during the pause stage. So one is to click any of these buttons here. Actually, these first two. So let's click on video once again, and let's select this money video. Now, this little flyout is going to pop up. And it didn't pop up the first time I clicked it, which was before recording. But during the recording, and when I have paused the recording, once I select a video, and the same thing applies for selecting images, once I select a video, this little flyout is going to pop into view with options of where I want this video to appear, because in this case, the video is not going to occupy the whole screen like before, but it's going to display as a little box within the main area. And I have the option to make it appear in the upper, any of these placements here. So I'm going to select upper right, and give it the maximum size and give it a maximum opacity too. So now if I click resume, I can impress my audience by simply pointing at to that direction, and because that is where the video, the little square, is going to appear. So this was the reason I selected horizontal mirroring earlier. I can click pause again, and this time bring an image into the main video. So let me select image and choose, let's say, a logo, and click open and click save. So be sure to click save before doing anything else with the image, and click on the image object button to make the editor go away. So now this time I want the image to appear in the lower right. Okay, and I'll give it a persistence of 6 seconds, and if you want an image to persist throughout the video, just give this a very big value like 1000. So if I click outside the flyout and the flyout goes away, then that saves the changes. I'm going to click resume again, and once again I can point to that location and let the audience know that I know about this new little multimedia item that I just inserted. And let me click pause again and bring in another image, and this time it's going to be an image of fitness. So I just want to show you that this is an advanced editor that lets you enrich an image with things like text, like fitness. Let me click OK. I can drag this text to another area of the image and make it bigger, and I can also add other effects to this image, like a squiggly line. So I just increase its thickness, and I'm going to make it blue, and I'm going to draw an underline like this, and click save as always, and then click the image object button to make this editor go away. Once again, a flyout is going to appear, and this time let's place the image in the lower left. Okay, give it a duration of 6, make it go, save the changes, and then once again click resume. Okay, so I know that resume is in effect because of this counter here. So once I have, and by the way, I can always bring the script box into view by checking this checkbox here. So once I'm done with reading my script, I can click pause again and end the recording by clicking the stop button that is going to pop into view. So let me do this. Okay, and let me go ahead and hide the panel. So I can now go ahead and add another video or another segment to the end of the video. So let me go ahead and click on video object, and select this video, and that's it. No flyout this time. And I should maybe even add an audio file to my video to make it more interesting. So a flyout this time pops into view, and let me lower the volume because I want my voice to be the more prominent sound during the video, and no delay. And let me check repetition, just in case this audio is shorter than the visible or the visual multimedia content. This one ensures that it loops and covers the whole video. So okay, so closing this flyout once again saves the changes, and let me now go and preview the video and see what I have done. Back for a couple of seconds before scrolling begins. So you can begin reading right now. And okay, you can see the timer here to indicate activity, and you can click pause. I can impress my audience by simply pointing to that direction, and because that is where the video, the little square, is going to appear. So this was the reason I selected horizontal mirroring earlier. I can click, and once again I can point to that location and let the audience know that I know about this new little multimedia item that I just inserted. Okay, so this was the preview, and once you've done the preview, then you can actually add more files to the if you select more files, they're going to be appended to the actual sequence. Okay, so once you're done with your let's call it the collection of multimedia items, don't click on this button, because this is the clear button. This actually erases the whatever you've added, whatever you've created. So click on the rendering button, and this is going to pop a file explorer with a predefined name, and simply click save, and this is going to begin rendering your composition. And you can see the progress right in the along the status bar here. So don't do anything until it reaches 100%, until it completes. And once it does complete, you can clear the composition, and clicking this button simply shows the tutorial you're now watching. So this basically covers the Teleprompter app. That's how easy it is, but it is a powerful app because it lets you easily create videos in which you appear to be an expert on a topic of your choice. So it's a great means of expanding your presence on YouTube. So I'm wishing you a lot of fun using and playing with this app, and happy success with your videos. Bye for now.